knows why you're here? All right, Serena, do you know why you're here? You know? Why don't you raise your hand? All right, well, thanks, you guys, for coming. Whoever actually brought you guys here, give them a nice thank you, because I'm about to give you opportunity of a lifetime. How many people here heard that marketing companies are scams? They take your money, you fuck yourself, you know, you never get paid again. Yeah? All right, I heard of it too. How many people here have been paid by Vemma?
Oh, paid.
What does that mean? That means there's actually something real. There's something real, it's a tangible opportunity. Now, Vemma stands for vitamins, essentials, mangosteen, minerals, mangosteen, aloe vera. That is what's in every product. It's nice and healthy. Everything works out for you. All right, guys? Now, when people think of a marketing company, what do people say? Fuck that. I don't have time for this shit. It's a waste of my time. It's a waste of my money, right? Now, I'm a college athlete. I have girlfriends, not one. And look at me right now. I'm here. I'm doing it. I'm getting paid to do it, you know? It all works out. People say it's a waste. Why is it a waste? What else are you guys doing? What do you guys do when you guys go back to the campus, when you guys go back to Mojo?
Sleep.
Play Xbox? Take a nap? What if you're getting paid to play Xbox? Take a nap.
Paid
To take a shit. I took a shit and I got paid the other day. We just asked each other, why did I just get paid? We don't know. We really don't know. But hey, why the hell not? Now, simple question. What drives you? Ambition. Ambition is something that makes you want to do something. Why do you guys play soccer? You want to, right? You have ambition. You love to play the sport, right? I'm here. I love to do it. Now, when you go to school, I'm going to steal a little bit of Steve's fire. What kind of courses do you guys take in college? We take Gen Ed, and we take our major courses, right? Now, my GPA in my core classes is a 3.2. My GPA in my business classes is a 3.8. What does that mean? I'm learning about what I give a shit about, right? Who cares about history? Who cares about science? I'm a business major. Why am I going to dissect a pig? I don't give a shit. You know, there's really no point for it. Makes no sense. Now, everyone heard that Michael Jordan's been cut from basketball team, right? Everyone heard that? What did he do?
In his room and cried.
That's it. He went back to his room, cried. Then what did he do?
He was the best ever.
He had some ambition, right? He went, and what is he now? One of the greatest basketball players to ever live. Well, he is the greatest, excuse me.
He's the GOAT.
Who knows about the Beatles? Who's heard about the Beatles? Yeah, you guys heard about them? Do you guys know they were denied at first?
Right after recording studios.
They said they were not fit for show business. Who knows who Walt Disney is?
Diz.
He didn't get a job because they said he wasn't creative enough. Walt Disney wasn't creative enough. You guys hear what's going on? That's people's skepticism. That's people's there's no ability to believe in what they're doing, you know? How are you going to believe that? What did Walt Disney do? He obviously believed he could do whatever he wants. Who's heard of Disneyland? Who's heard of Disney World? Like, it's where you want to go as a kid. Who's heard of Oprah? Who knows Oprah? Oh, okay, if you don't know what Oprah is, I'm just kidding. All right, Oprah is one of the most successful people here, right? Do you know she was told she was not fit for TV? So look about it. What'd she do? She turned around and she proved people wrong. How many people here have been told they can't do something before? I was told I can't make this thing succeed. You know, my dad came off the boat as an immigrant from Kuwait and said, "You're a fucking idiot. What are you doing with this stuff, you know?" I just showed him my paycheck the other day. I showed him, I was like, "You know what, Dad? I was taking a shit when I got this." He goes, "Wow, you proved me wrong." No, I proved my own dad wrong. Now, just a couple things. Who knows who Dr. Oz is? Dr. Oz. Have you guys ever tried to buy something off the shelf after Dr. Oz put it on TV? Probably not, because it's not there. Everyone buys it as soon as it goes up. Now, Dr. Oz says 1 can of Verve, which is that orange thing you guys all have in front of you, and a handful of almonds is the best fatigue fighter any person can have. Verve itself kills free radical cells, which leads to cancer. It has mangosteen, which is a superfood from Asia, which prevents type 2 diabetes. Now, what do you call that can of Verve, Steve?
Liquid gold.
There is nothing better than it. It really is nothing better than it. Now, I'm thinking to myself, okay, what am I going to do with a fucking energy drink? I'm a college athlete. I can't even have 2 cups of coffee without thinking, hey, I'm going to fail my drug test. Me and him emailed the head of drug-free sport. And guess what he said? This is NCAA legal.
The only one.
How many times you guys heard of anything that's NCAA legal? Nothing.
Never.
Nothing, right? You can't even drink G2 Gatorade.
That's crazy.
Now, another thing. This company is backed up by a couple wealthy people. Oprah, Dr. Oz, the Charlotte Bobcats. Who owns the Charlotte Bobcats?
Joe.
There you go. Now, if Michael Jordan says this thing could work, I think it could work. Another thing. Who's heard of Coca-Cola? Yeah.
Couple people.
Coca-Cola actually sponsors our school. All our products in the cafeteria and everything's Coke. They tried to buy this company for $2.8 billion. That's with a B. Do you know how much money the company made until that point? $117 million. Why the hell would Coke try to buy a company for $2.8 billion if they only made $117 million?
Because we going to wipe them out.
They see where this is going, guys.
This is the #1 competitor for Red Bull. Just think about it. A little bit, there you go. I just threw some facts at you guys, just to let you guys know, but I'm going to let you guys know my little background. AJ right there, this is a repetitive story. He tried to get a lot of people into this. He did a great job, but at first, the first statement came to my mind is, fuck you. I don't want to do this. I don't have time. I don't have this. I don't have that. Came, he sat in the Cougar Den. It's a little hut that we call the Cougar Den. Sat there. I'm sitting like this. I don't want to listen to him. Whatever. I told him I'll go. Just respect, you know. Kid, no, he drove an hour and a half. Like, if he really drove an hour and a half, whatever. Some kid pulls in a Beamer. I'm like, okay, you put a sticker on it. Congratulations. Like, what does that mean? He comes 2 weeks later. He shows a paycheck. And I'm like, you got a paycheck. I think I want to sign up now. So he did all the research. I sat in my bed. He yelled at me for not doing my research. Then I started. Now, change an opportunity, you know? Now it's working. I'm not going to take the fire because there's people here doing better than me, making more money than me. So I'm going to let them take care of it. Cole, you can hop up now. Just so
What's up, everybody? All right, so my name's Cole. I'm an average kid, business major. I don't even take any business classes really yet. I'll just do my core, you know. So there's no difference between me and you guys, all right? You guys are just as smart as me business-wise. I'm just an average kid, except I'm in this, okay? So 2 months ago, I'm dropping this kid off from a soccer game, right? So he's in my car. He's like trying to preach this thing to me, and I'm like, all right, AJ, get out of my car. It sounds like a pyramid scheme. You know, it's stupid. He goes, what's a pyramid scheme? I said, I don't know. Get out of my car. All right. Do you guys even know what that is? Can you guys even explain that? All right. This is not a pyramid scheme, number one, because it has a tangible product. Okay. Verbs all around the room. It's not a scheme. Okay. People have gotten paid by this. A scheme, you know, no one's gonna get paid from a scheme. Okay. Only people at the top. Okay. But in this, the money does not just go straight to the top. Okay. So not a pyramid scheme. Okay. So 3 weeks later, I'm seeing this kid walking around. He's all happy. You know, he's getting paychecks, and you know, his life's pretty much changed. Okay. Because what I realized was that he's running around, he's helping people, you know. He's helping kids our age actually get through college. So, you know, I go research and whatever. I'm talking to Steve, my best friend. So, one night, Steve goes to my house, all right? My mom calls me up that night and says, Cole, you're involved. I was like, oh, my God, like, what'd you do, Mom, blah, blah, blah. So, I researched for the next week. I'm up till 6 in the morning every night researching because I can't stop, all right? I'm just excited because I'm realizing where this thing can go. So, I get in, I pay my mom back 3 weeks later, I made a profit, all right? Boom, just like that, all right? Because it's how much work you put into it, okay? So, what's the difference between us and professional athletes? They work harder than us, all right? They want it, okay? They're in the gym every day, all day. They don't have those days where like, oh, I'm not going to go to the gym. You know, they get past that and they go to the gym, okay? They do what they need to do in order to succeed, okay? That's what this is all about. All right, so there's people working right now. Caldwell College on the West Coast making like crazy money. He made $63,000 in a week, all right? Honestly, like, parents don't even make that much money in a year, and he made that in a week because he got involved in this 4 years ago. And the only difference between him and us is time. Time, that's it. Time, and he put the effort into it, okay? Nothing's ever going to work for anybody if you don't put effort into it, okay? If you want to become a professional basketball player or a soccer player, you'll never do it if you don't want to, okay? If you don't put the time in, you'll never do it, all right? So, pretty much, if you don't need money yourself, like if you don't need an extra $500, $2,000 a week, or if you don't need $50,000 to $60,000 a week, you know, do it for your parents, all right? Because I'm doing it for mine, okay? My parents are slaving their asses off every day to put me through college, all right? And, you know, like, what am I doing for them, you know? 4 months ago, before I even heard about this thing, you know, I go to class for 3 hours a day, I come back and I do nothing. I play Xbox and then I drink at night, and then I'm using their money to do that, all right? So that's kind of fucked up, honestly. That really is. If you're using your parents' money, you know, they're paying for you to go to this school, and you're not even repaying them doing anything, okay? And then, on top of that, half of us are going to graduate and not even have a job. All right, 53.6% of kids who graduated last year didn't get a job. So you're telling me that I just paid $150,000, not even me, my parents paid that, and I can't even pay them back because I'm going to go work at McDonald's for 8 hours and get paid crap money, okay? And the worst part about that is if I go to work at McDonald's or Subway, wherever I'm going to work, that I can make 1,000 hamburgers or 1,000 sandwiches in a minute. That's what these guys say. You can make as much as you want. You can work as hard as you want on a part-time job or a full-time job, and you're going to get paid the same as that guy over there who's texting next to you, okay? Because the harder you work, it doesn't matter. There's a label on your head that says $8 an hour. That's it, okay? But in this, the harder you work, the more it's going to come to you, the more you're going to get paid, all right? That's why it's incredible, okay? It's absurd how literally you can have a paycheck that is the same as that guy over there who didn't even do anything, and you work your ass off for 7 days that week, and he got the same exact thing as you, all right? So I don't want to really take up a lot of time because I know that you guys talk a lot, so I'm going to throw up Steve up here. Steve's been in this for 2.5 months. He's straight killing it. He has, like, a lot of people in him already, right? So he knows a lot about the company. I'll throw him up here.
What's going on, guys? I'm Steve. I see some familiar faces. Got my dudes back there. Give me a little snapping point. I like that. Realistically, we're not here to sell you a can. We're not here to persuade you to do anything. We're just here to show you a door. Whether you open it or not, that's up to you. But realistically, I love what I do. I would do it 7 days out of the week, 24 hours a day. I actually went to sleep at 5 in the morning, woke up at 9 just to come here. I'll get home around 2:30, and then I'm leaving to drive 6 hours to West Virginia to go help my buddy out who lives down in West Virginia. And honestly, they say you'll never be successful in life if you don't have to get paid a dime to do what you do. And I honestly could care less whether I get paid or not. As long as the people that are involved with me get paid, I really don't care. The fact that those paychecks come into my mailbox on Saturday really don't affect me. I'm not a very materialistic person. I don't do it for the money. Honestly, I do it for my friends. Like, I really do. Let me tell you how I got into this. Because I was where you guys are. I was sitting there listening to someone I didn't know talk about something that I had no idea what it was about. It just sounded sketchy. You know what I'm saying? It was just like, my buddy hits me up. He's like, yo, you got to come to one of these events. You got to check out what this is. You got to. He was so excited about it. And I was like, since you're so excited, no, I'm not going to come. And he was like, come on, dude, come on. Like, I'll buy you Taco Bell after. So I was like, word, yeah, definitely. Taco Bell, absolutely. So I go to one of these events, and I had some big DC boots on. I kick them up on the table with my hands behind my head, and I think I said pitch or whatever I said. Real arrogant. I mean, I kind of feel bad about it now, but it happened, so whatever. So yeah, I'm like, oh, let's go. Let me hear what you got. And by the end of it, it was like 30 minutes long. They went over everything. They went over the numbers. They went over the compensation plan, how you get paid and everything. And I just picked my jaw up off the floor, and I was like, wow, this is real. And I need to get in immediately. I didn't have any money. I didn't work for a year and a half. To be honest, I was probably one of the laziest people you'll ever meet. Not anymore, but I really was, I had no drive. I had ambition, but I had nowhere to put it. What was I going to do? Put it into school? I wanted to be a pilot. I wanted to be in aviation. I went to Ocean County College. I told my advisors, 3 of them in a room, everything I wanted to do with my life. And they said, "Oh, that's fantastic." So yeah, my grandfather was a pilot. I want to relive his legacy. "Oh, that's great. It's beautiful. Come back tomorrow. We'll pick out your classes." Awesome. I was psyched. I'm going to be a pilot. Mom, I'm going to be a pilot. She's like, "Oh, I'm so happy for you, Steve." Like, all right, I go back to OCC. You have English 1, Biology, Western Civ 1, and college algebra. I just went, why? Why do I have any of those classes? How is that ever going to help me become a pilot? Well, those are your general studies, they told me. That's what you need to learn. No. That is not getting me any closer to my dream. It wasn't. And I signed up for the classes, and my mom was like, "Oh, go to class, go to class." Just because I was pulling out of that driveway and hitting the gas to go down the street does not mean I was going to class. She thought I was, but I wasn't. I had no drive. I didn't want to. I didn't see it doing anything for me. And then I was luckily introduced to this, an idea, an energy drink, a healthy energy drink, NCAA approved. I said, wow, who isn't going to want this? And with the kind of money that I'm going to make off this, not off just luck, not off, just because everybody wants it, off my drive, off my ambition. Like we like to say, can't stop, won't stop. I'm going to retire my father with this money. I know I will. It's just a matter of time. Combined income between me and my brother, working together as hard as we possibly can, I'm saying I'll do it within months. My dad's fresh off the boat Portuguese, 100% through and through. He used to play professional soccer over in Portugal. He gave that up to come here on a wing and a prayer. Hope is what he had. And he's been slaving his entire life. Wakes up at 4:30, 5 o'clock, sometimes 3 o'clock in the morning. Gets home at 7:30, 8. Just enough time to drink a glass of wine, cut and eat a steak, and fall asleep on the couch. He's lucky to even make it to his bed. That's how exhausted he is. And what was I doing to repay him? Playing Call of Duty, smoking weed every night, drinking beers 3-4 times a week. You know, it was ridiculous. Like when I go back and think on it, I'm so glad I picked this up and made a change. And there's no heading back now. People tell me, well, what if it doesn't work? Or what if you're getting scammed? Well, one, I'm not getting scammed. It's not a pyramid scheme. I don't think Dr. Oz, Oprah Winfrey, Michael Jordan, Mike Wallace, the Phoenix Suns, the Phoenix Coyotes, the Charlotte Bobcats would all put their name, put their face, put their billion-dollar empires on something that isn't legitimate. So all those people who are going to tell you this is not what you think it is, you're just going to lose your money, are wrong. Completely wrong. This is a performance-based income. And when I heard that, I went, let's go. They told me you reap what you sow. Well, give me 2 needles because I'm never going to put them down. I'm going to sow all goddamn day because I want it. And it's not for me. It's not. I'm not, like I said, I'm not a materialistic person. I haven't been to the mall since my junior year in high school. I haven't bought a new pair of shoes since my sophomore year, and he knows that. I'm not. I don't care about, personal appearance. I don't care. You can tell. Look at my hair. I haven't cut this thing in how long. Don't care. It's not for me. It's not about me. I have whys. I have why I'm doing this. When I look at my father's eyes, I know he should be retired. I have my buddy, one of my best friends, his dad, diagnosed with cancer. Those are medical bills. This guy needs to be taken care of. He needs financial freedom, and I will do that for him. And then my other buddy, who I personally enrolled, my age, just turned 20 years old, has a 7-month-old baby. That kid needs to be taken care of. And that's not going to happen from my buddy going to take classes at Ocean County College to get an associate's. What does that mean? That piece of paper is going to hold no merit in today's society. No one's going to say, oh, you graduated from college, you graduated from community college? Oh, along with you and 45 million other people who had that same degree. What makes you different from them? Ambition is what makes me different. I have a key. I have a vehicle as to where I want to go. It's Verve, the energy drink. Everybody's going to want it. Why wouldn't you? It's the healthiest drink on the market, rated by Men's Journal. The healthiest. And it's not the only product they sell. There's Vemma Juice. There's Vemma Next for kids. There's body shakes. There's body weight loss supplements. There's a huge demographic. They're coming out with coffee, tea. This thing is going to be the biggest MLM company that ever was. And I'm not saying that as I hope. I'm not saying that as I wish. I assume. I know. I can feel it. I wake up like a vibrant jelly bean, bopping around my room. I know what I want to do with my life. I really do, and I'm going for it. And there's people who tell me every day they tell me it's not going to work and you're an idiot. And I tell them, thank you for the log. And they don't know what I'm talking about, but I don't care because it's a log that they're giving me, and I'm throwing it in the fire that's burning inside me every single day. And there's already gasoline and kerosene up on this bitch, and I'm going to the moon with it, honestly. I'm taking all my friends with me. Find me a better job where I make my friends healthy and wealthy. It's honestly the best thing that's ever happened to me, and I like to share it with people, and I like to tell my story. I like to try and get as many people as involved. But if it's not for you, it's not. Some people don't have it in here and don't have it up here to succeed in life anyway. But the door is there, and honestly, I thank this guy every day of my life. I owe him in forever indebted gratitude to him, because without this, I was going nowhere fast, and now you're gonna remember my name. You're gonna remember my face. You'll see me on Forbes list. I guarantee it. But I'm gonna take the time to bring on my brother. He's the one who actually bought me into this company. He spotted me the money. I paid him back in 2 weeks, and have been profiting ever since. I travel all over the country. I'm actually, right when I get home, I'll probably get home around 2:30 from here. It takes me a little while, an hour and a half, 2 hours to get here. I'm going over to West Virginia to help my buddy out. Like I said, I'll go wherever I have to go. Gas is not a problem. Food is not a problem. I won't eat if I have to. I won't sleep. It's bigger than, everything's a write-off, too. You sign a W-9 form when you join. It goes right to the government. So everything you do, gas, you spend good. Fill yours out. And then mail that, dude. Come on. Get on your grind. Slack. Anyway, seriously, everything is a write-off. But even if it wasn't, I would spend the money in order to change the lives of all my friends. because it's worth it, and I can feel it in here, and I love what I do. And I'm just gonna bring up my brother because I owe him my life and then some. So it's gonna take.
Alright guys, everybody's probably wondering why they're here now. Alright, I'm going to get into that. I'm actually going to, keep it short and sweet before I bring up our little special guest appearance. I'm just going to kind of touch on my story and why you should do this and why you shouldn't do this and, stuff like that. So, my name's Dave Geddes, okay? Obviously, this is my brother. I'm 21 years old. Pretty cool fact about me, I own my own business, okay? Most people probably don't, okay? And a little thing about acquiring wealth, people mix up wealth with being rich. You can go out, okay, you can, go study your, professors and then go out and build a resume, get a cool degree, and have somebody, you go out and they hire you to build their dreams. You can acquire, money that way, all right? But the most you can get is rich. Okay, what a rich person has is, obviously a big house, a nice car, you know what I mean? A fat paycheck at the end of the week, but, when it really comes down to it, those people have no time. All right, and that's something that a lot of people want. If money weren't an issue in your life right now, ask yourself, would you truly be doing what you're doing? Or would you go out and do the things that you really love to do? And this isn't about right now. Even think about your future, because we're all young in here, right? But everybody's going to grow up. We're all going to have a family at some point. And if you don't want that, that's fine too, okay? But think about it. You're going to might have little boys, little girls, that have baseball games, soccer games, dance recitals. Do you want to be that person that's like, no, I can't come. I got to fly out for a business meeting. You're going to want to be there. You're going to want to do the things that you love to do. You're not going to want to listen to somebody tell you, listen, you got to wake up at 6 a.m. because you got to drive 2 hours through rush hour traffic to be here at 8 o'clock. Okay, and then, on top of that, I'm going to tell you exactly, when you get to clock in, when you get to clock out, how much money you're worth. Why would you ever let anybody tell you how much money you're worth, ever? Okay, that, being an employee, working for somebody else, being told when to eat lunch, having to ask permission as a grown adult to go take your family on vacation should be illegal. Like, seriously, sitting in for employee slave, look it up. That's scary to me, and I figured that out. I was like, dude, I'm done going down that road. I'm done worrying about tomorrow, worrying about what's going to happen. I decided to take a path that what a wealthy person does, okay? I learned that 3% of this country owns 97% of the income. Scary number, but what that told me was that I got to stop doing what everybody around me is doing. You are the product of your 5 best friends, okay? So look at what your 5 best friends do, and look at where they're going. Because that's where you're going to end up. You got to surround yourself with people that are better than you, people that are smarter than you, because they too will build you up. They too will tell you that you can be great. So I started studying big names: Robert Kiyosaki, Warren Buffett, J.P. Morgan, Donald Trump. All these guys that tell you, in order to be wealthy, you need to own your own business. You need assets. Okay, and what an asset is something that's going to pay you residually. Something that it's not taking money out of your pocket. We all spend money 24 hours a day. So why do we only work for 8 or 6? It doesn't add up. You can't live the lifestyle that you want to live on that form of income. So by building assets, what you're doing is you're building something that's known as a passive income. Okay, and this is not taught in school. Okay, and it's probably not taught at home. Nobody has ever walked up to you and said, listen, in order to create genuine wealth in your life and live the life you want to live, you need to build assets. Okay, you need a passive income. And what that is something that's going to pay you residually 24/7, 365 days a year, no matter what you're doing. You build something one time that pays you forever. That's what a big business owner and an investor does. Something an employee doesn't do, because their mindset is, listen, I just need security. I just need a good paying job. And they don't care that they're being taxed basically 50% of everything they make. You go out and you work hard for your money, and the harder you work, the more you get taxed. When has everybody ever said, hey, go out and let your money work hard for you? Go build something that's going to pay you back, And in this business, I learned that, and I also learned that life is about networks. It's not about what you know, it's who you know. And I know it's so cliche, and I know people say it all the time, but, I took it for granted a while back, and now I really truly, I see the power in that. Because I went to school to be an accountant, all right? I grew up in Kearney, New Jersey. I moved to Brick my freshman year in high school. I met all these guys, thankful for that, because I wouldn't be in the place that I am today. I kind of fell into a laid-back lifestyle, right near the beach. Everybody's just partying. Nobody wanted to go to school and stuff like that. So I kind of just did what my best friends were doing, exactly like you are the product of your best friends. I fell down, the wrong path, and I'm not going to say I didn't have fun doing it. I had a great time, met a lot of cool people that were going where I didn't want to go then. I didn't want to go down that road, so I surrounded myself with people that are better than me, people that are going to raise me up and teach me to do what they do, because you don't have to be smart to make money. You don't. Anybody that's ever told you have to be smart to make money, chances are they don't have any money. Okay, chances are they failed at something in life, and they too want you to fail. I heard a saying, misery enjoys company. And I thought on it, and it makes sense. You know what I mean? If somebody is miserable, why would they want you to succeed? You know, if they're miserable, they're not succeeding, why do they want the people around them to succeed? They don't want to be around happy people, wealthy people, people that are doing things with their life and going places. No. You need to surround yourself with the right people, you know, at the right time, you know, the right place, you know. Otherwise, chances are you're probably going to struggle financially. Most Americans nowadays, they go out to eat, they don't even order what they want to eat. They order something based off the price. You go into a clothing store, the first thing you look at is price. You know, no, I can't buy that. I don't want to buy that. This one's on sale. Let me get that one. You know? All that stuff that you see is really there. Like, you go in, you see a pair of shoes, I really want those shoes. You know, it's really there. You can go get it if you really wanted to. You know, but you got to put your mind on what needs to be done. Most people are just doing what they want to do. You know, like, oh, I'm just going to go out and party, you know what I mean? College is the best 4 years of your life. Have fun, because then what? Then you're in the real world. Why is the real world so bad? Why is college the best 4 years of your life when you have like 60, 70 more years to live? Why? Because most people have this idea, oh my God, I have to work till I'm 70 years old. You know, the average retiring age right now is 72 years old. Obama said that on CNN himself. He said we're entering the next Great Depression. Okay? That's scary, all right? That means that just about everybody you know is living that lifestyle that you don't want, you know, and they dread it. They dread it, absolutely dread it. There's nothing worse than having a JOB, Journey of the Broke, having to work until you're 70 years old, hopefully retire off 40% of your income, maybe go to Europe once, come back and die. You know, 15 people show up at your funeral and like, that was a great person. You know, you don't want that. Nobody wants that. Would you rather have 1,000 people at your funeral saying, this person changed my life forever? You know, he saw an opportunity, and unlike an unsuccessful person who would just let it walk right by them, he picked it up and he ran with it. And that's what we have right now. We have something that's called the YPR, guys. It's called Young People Revolution. This has never been done before, and that's why people are kind of skeptic, you know? And that's why our older generation is saying it won't work. You know, people are afraid of change. Change is not a bad thing. People are afraid of failure. Failure is not a bad thing. When you fail, what happens? You realize what doesn't work. You know, you fail at something, you're like, okay, that doesn't work. Let me do this. If you never fail, if I make no mistakes in the next 5 years, I'm not any smarter than I was 5 years ago. I'm just 5 years older. You know what I mean? And that really that awoken in me. And I was like, okay, you know, you're right. You got to go out and get out of your comfort zone, because that's where the magic happens. Not here in your comfort zone, okay? It happens elsewhere. You got to go out and get what you want. You know, reap what you sow. Performance-based income. In the real world, it's not like that. Everybody's competing against one another. You know what I mean? Oh, I got a better GPA. Oh, that girl's got bigger boobs than me. She's going to get the job. You know what I mean? And that's scary. That sounds silly, but it's true. You know, it's a lot of favoritism and a lot of that bullshit going on in corporate America. You know? So think about it. Think about where your life is going. You know, think about if a couple $100 to start your own business is a problem today, right now, because I'm going to ask you 2 questions. What are you going to do to change that? Like, what are you willing to do, you know, to really make a difference in not just your life, but the people's lives around you? You know, because I could be rich, so rich, filthy rich. If none of my friends are there with me, what am I going to do? You know, I could be in a huge house by myself, and that's going to suck. Or do I want to be in a huge house, and then the house next to me is my best friend and his best friend, and so on and so forth. You know, this is a chance to create genuine wealth with everybody you know. This isn't about me, okay? This isn't about me. This isn't about your wallet. Start thinking with your heart, seriously. You know, we all watch people struggle. 77% of Americans hate their job. We watch 3 out of every 4 people hate what they do every morning. Wake up and dread Monday. And everybody says, TGIF, go party it away on the weekend. Guess what? You still got to wake up Monday morning and do the same damn thing all over again. Why not be excited for tomorrow? Why not tomorrow be the best day of your life? Not because today wasn't great and yesterday wasn't great, because you can make tomorrow the best day of your life every single day of your life if you choose to. But that's on you, guys. I'm going to let my buddy AJ come up here, okay? You know, he introduced this idea to me. I've been in this company for 3 months. I heard about it over 4 months ago. And I was brainwashed. You know, I was stuck doing what I was doing. I didn't think that I had a way out. I was comfortable in something that was uncomfortable. You understand what I'm saying? Like, people go, no, I got to do this because it's paying my bills. You're comfortable, but yet you hate what you do. So that doesn't even make sense. Contradictory. He taught me everything I know. He introduced this idea to me. I kicked him out of my house. I'm like, dude, you're stupid. You're not going to make any money. It's a scam. And I said all of it. You know what I mean? And genuinely, I was ignorant. That was out of pure ignorance because I didn't look it up. I didn't take anybody's word for it. All I did was go back on opinion-based shit that I've heard on mass media and from my parents and friends, and multi-level marketing never works. Second highest paid profession in the world, behind professional athletics. With that said, take what he says to heart. He's going to tell you a little bit about the company and how it works and why this is working and what you can do to make it work. AJ, come on.
Nice. All right, so we're all amped up. Guys, for those of you who don't know me, my name's AJ. I will be one of your teammates, and I'm here for you guys. Before I get into the company, why this is working, and how we actually get involved, I want to touch on my story real quick. Okay, about 3.5 months ago, I was introduced to this idea where I could work with my friends, promoting a healthy product that's never been seen in our market before, and get paid a lot of money to do so. Of course, my natural instinct, just like everyone else's, was, you're a fucking retard. That's too good to be true. Excuse my language, by the way. But then I really got to thinking, like, what's the worst that can happen if I do some research? You know what I mean? And I was up at Kean University, somewhere where I didn't want to be, doing things that I didn't want to do. Every day it felt like it was raining. I mean, I walk out the dorms, even if it was sunny out, it felt like it was raining. You know what I mean? Because I didn't want to be there. So I came home on Christmas break. I actually talked to my buddy Dave. I'm like, Dave, school, this thing that we're doing right now, it's not for me. You know, I've always wanted to start my own soccer academy. It's been my lifelong dream since I was a little kid. And I told him, I'm like, listen, like, I'm going to find a way to do it. You know, I started calling everyone I knew, networks, that had some kind of authority in that soccer world. No idea, no direction, no clue of how I was going to get there, but I was going to do it. I had something that guy back there has, ambition. So when I got back, law of attraction, you know, this came into my lap. So I did a week of research, just like most of us here did. And at the end of that, I was like, oh my God, I'm a numbers guy. Okay, we'll get into numbers later, but after I saw exactly what needs to be done to get where I wanted to be, I was shocked. Okay, this is something that has never been seen before, ever. And Cole can tell you that he actually talked to your marketing advisor here at Caldwell. He has never seen it before. He's shocked. Evan's dad, he's been in multi-level marketing companies for 20 years. He is shocked. So basically, after, you know, the credibility behind this, you know, and the facts that were in my face, I mean, I went to work. You know, let me touch on what we're doing in society in general today. How many people are here because they want to be here? A few, right? Well, I mean, not in this room, but at school in general. How many people are doing what they're doing in life because they made the conscious decision on their own to do so? Or how many people have been told that that's what they needed to succeed in our society, in our world, in our illusion of reality? Probably most of us. I was included in that group, in that percentage. So I really got to thinking, like, why are we here? You know, how much time do we have to spend on this world? You know what I mean? We have one lifespan. Why are we using up all our time doing things that we don't really want to do? And that didn't make sense to me. So I started studying the most successful people in the world. And if you start studying the most successful people in the world, they'll tell you that it's wrong. Bob Proctor gets paid $50,000 to $100,000 an hour, and this is what he tells people, especially while we're young. You know, we go to school for this much of our time, correct? And then we work for 40 years average to enjoy 40% of our income and our lives for this much. Why not work hard with our friends doing something that we want to do for this much of our lives and get to enjoy this much? And it hit me like, oh my God, this is so true. In society, we're so brainwashed, told this is what you need to succeed, this is what you need to do to become successful and to become, you know, safe or you know, okay. Through mass media, through people who don't have what you want, but we're listening to them anyway. Our teachers, professors, making $40,000 to $50,000 a year, trying to teach us how to become successful in the business finance world. But in reality, do you think if they knew how to be successful, they'd out being millionaires, right? Doing it themselves? Yeah. So I started listening to the people who have what I want. The Warren Buffetts, the JP Morgans, all these kids, Donald Trump, men, women, children. They created assets like they have all touched on. And that's what we are doing. Guys, we are investing in ourselves to invest in our future. So let me touch on why this is going to work, and why it's working now. Okay, I just got back from Las Vegas, Nevada, where we just held a 2013 convention for this company. I have video. I tell you what, guys, when I went there, I was mind blown. I walked into this thinking, okay, it's kind of like a competition, just like in any other, you know, business world. But no, it was like a family. I went in with open arms. In fact, they know all of us. They're like, you're on the East Coast team, you're New Jersey team? I had a video of some kid, BJ, who's on the West Coast telling my team, like, listen, you got to get your breed out in the West Coast. Because on the West Coast, they take everything for granted. No offense to them, but they're already living comfortably. Guess what? We just got wiped out by Sandy, Most of our parents, brothers, sisters, cousins don't have jobs, have degrees, but are underemployed. We need this. What else are we going to do? You know what I mean? So I hopped on board. I started making a list. I started making a list of why I wouldn't do this, why I would do this, pros, cons, this, that, and the other thing. And then I started making a list of my friends' names, my family's names. Who do I know that wakes up in the morning and goes, I wish I was broke? Nobody. No one I know does that. Or I wish I was sick today, or had no friends. No one. Everyone I know wakes up, or should wake up and say, I love money, dude. I'm getting paid. I'm healthy. I feel good about something. I have hope. I wake up for a reason now, right? How many people wake up, they have work, they're like, shit, I got to go to work. Or, oh man, dude, I got to go to class. That's a sin. Think about that. We're God's highest creations, but we're being told what to do, when to do it, how to do it, and who to do it with. How many people want to say no to that status quo? Because I was one of them. I want what I want, right? I want to do what I want to do. So I got on board. I told a couple of my friends about a company that is revolutionizing the way people get paid in America and our economy today. Done simple. And why? We have networks. We are the first age demographic to ever have our networks in place. How many people have heard of Herbalife, Amway, Mary Kay, Tupperware? Those are multi-billion-dollar companies started in the baby boomer age era. Okay? This is in year 8. Vemma's in year 8. We are the first demographic. Our demographic, first one to ever be touched. What they did was they put that Vemma juice in an energy drink. Genius, BK Barreco is a genius. Okay? We have Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, MySpace. We're talking to 6 kids before we eat lunch. We're texting while driving. No one has ever introduced an energy drink, a healthy one. Red Bull, Rockstar, Monster, 5-Hour Energy, Starbucks. There's no bucks in Starbucks. Asbury Park Press article. These products are killing people. Why are we drinking them? So I started telling my friends via social network marketing. Guess what? I personally enrolled 5 people. I have now an active network of 102 people that lives have been changed because of what I consciously decided to do. None of you would be in this room if I didn't make that conscious decision. And that's what I wake up to every morning. I have texts and calls saying thank you. My best friend, both of my best friends, all of you guys, it's a team aspect. And if you can find me a better occupation than that, by all means, let me know. I'm on board. Absolutely, without a doubt. So what do we have here, guys? A once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. When I was saying before, I just got back from Vegas, and that these big guns, they're coming to help us because we want it. There's people out here taking this for granted, like not even opening the book and the gift that's in front of them. This is in year 8, Verve's in year 4, on the East Coast, year 1. We are about to enter something called critical mass. And if you know what that is, if the marketing club was here, they'd be like, holy, I'm telling you guys, that's when most of the population of doing this, it starts to become a trend, and then boom, our triples income. But the only incomes that triple are the people who want it, the people who go out and do it. And I'm not saying talk about doing it. I'm saying do it. And when you're done, do it again. And then keep doing it. So basically what we have here is a company that hits every single age demographic. We have Verve, the healthy energy drink, the healthiest energy drink on the planet, promoted by and backed by Dr. Oz himself, the most watched man in America, 3 times in the last year and a half. Okay? We also have Body Challenge from Chris and Heidi Powell, celebrity fitness trainers. Okay? That's weight loss. Guess how many people in America are overweight? Most of them, besides the athletes, right? We also have Vemma Next for toddlers. We have Vemma Juice for the 50-year-old women and men out there. It makes you look 40 and feel 30. I told my mom and aunt about this. They're like, what? Yes? Seriously. Anyone who actually knows what we know are going to do exactly what we do. And the law of averages, I guess you can call it, but if you do what someone does and you say what they say, you're going to get what they have every single time. So this is duplication at its finest. At Caldwell here, your teachers, professors might call it cheating, right? Well, we call it becoming successful, becoming wealthy, enjoying life. How many people remember the last time they woke up and saw something happy on the television? A kid's juggling a soccer ball in the park, sun shining. It's been a while since I saw that. I see gun wars, violence, Great Depression, no hope, no future. How are we supposed to prevail and come through this? Oh, I'll tell you how. This is liquid gold. This is my vehicle, and I never told myself that I'd be a professional network marketer. Hell no. If you asked me this 3 months ago, I would never be able to get in front of you and tell you about my story and why I believe in something. But because the circle of success and my belief level went so high, I got something called potential. And with that potential, I took action, and with that action, I got results. And those results hired my belief level, which in turn hired and made my potential even greater to take more action and get better results. And now I can introduce this to you people. And the reason you're here is because someone likes, trusts, and respects you enough to present you this opportunity. This is not a job. It's a lifestyle. No ifs, ands, or buts. You got to ask yourself a question. Where are you at right now? Financially, emotionally, spiritually. Where are you in this world, in your lifetime right now? And where do you want to be? And if you guys don't know how you're going to get there, how do you expect to get there? How do you expect to wake up tomorrow morning with a different result if you don't make a conscious decision to change something in your present? You can't. And that's bottom line, you can't. So we're here to help you guys get in a brand new BMW, Mercedes-Benz, or Mini Cooper paid for by this company. Okay? I did it. Now I'm here to get every single one of you in it faster because I went through trial and error. I know what's wrong and what not to do. And I get to tell you guys exactly what not to do and what to do to get there. Think about that. You have someone to follow to get what you want. And I'm not saying, yo, become a professional network marketer. I'm saying get your why factors up. Because these kids, the kids who are driven to do what they got to do to get to where they want to be, have strong whys. Strong whys. And guess what? You know what my whys are? Every single one of yours. Because that's my job. My occupation, my profession, my responsibility is to get you guys where you want to be in your life. Who can tell me of a better occupation than that? The more people I help, the bigger my paycheck. God, I will die doing this right here, right now. So thank you guys for coming out. We're here to help you guys get to where you want to be. If you are interested, stay. We'll talk to you. If not, good luck in life. Just have that mindset. Don't let people tell you you can't do something, because odds are they couldn't do it themselves. So thank you guys for coming out. Really appreciate it.
Killed it.
Get excited.
Any
Questions,
questions?
concerns? Hot dog.